Okay, we're doing a solenoid type idle air control motor scope test using the Pico scope. This vehicle happens to be a 2003 Ford Windstar with a 3.8 liter engine, but this is typical Ford design idle air control, and this would be the same on just about every other solenoid type idle air control valves. These are pulse width modulated or duty cycle controlled, whatever term you choose to pick. These use a variable on-off signal to control magnetic field strength, and it controls valve position. A strong magnetic field means it's open more. A weak magnetic field means it's closed more. These are spring-loaded closed. And let's take a look at the scope waveform and see what it looks like. What I have connected is my red trace. My positive lead from my scope is connected to the control wire, which is white with a blue stripe on this vehicle. This is a 12-volt feed, and this is a switched ground. So it's pulsed on-off to control the magnetic field, to control current flow, and I'm monitoring the control wire. My black lead is connected to a known good ground, so I am connected to battery negative for my black lead. And let's take a look at what this looks like now. Alright, so we're on the scope now. I'm using my smart board, makes it a lot easier to see what we're doing. And I'm going to use the automotive section in the Pico scope, preloaded scales, go to actuators, and I'm going to go to idle speed control valve. If you were dealing with a stepper type idle air control motor, that'd be down here. We're doing this one. It is a electromagnetic, I call it a solenoid type idle air control. And they're giving you some examples of how to connect it, which I've already showed, a description of it, and they're giving you an example of a waveform, what it should look like. This one in particular is a sawtooth pattern. They're not all sawtooth patterns, but this is an example of one, and it gives a description of what it does, and very nice for someone that's learning about these, a nice description on what it does, how to test it, what you're looking for. Hit back, close the window, and now our preloaded scale is set. We're on a 50 millisecond screen, or 5 milliseconds per division, on a 0 to 20 volt scale. Now, by no means are these scales going to be perfect for every car you look at. It's going to be unique to the car you're working with, and you can play with the scales from there, but it is a good starting point. Go ahead and start the car. Still a frozen picture. Just hit the green go button. Hit your space bar if you're by your laptop. And you see our screen. It looks nothing like the preloaded picture, the sawtooth, but it is a solenoid, an on-off solenoid. It's ground side switched, and what we're looking at is the on-off of this solenoid. If we zoom in on this a little bit, we can just do that up here. You can change your time base too if you want to change it.